chicken, jerk pork, roast fish, fried fish, and roast corn. Contact me at 914-699-0145. Also check out our juice bar with our smoothies, boosters, mash, and therapy juices. 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Ice cream, jerk chicken, roast fish and corn, and over them gone. Oh, plead my cause, oh Jah. I don't know what Julex I represent for Linkage Radio. 104.5 FM. I deaf them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. Have you ever experienced a bad workmanship? Someone who work at your house and you're not satisfied, but you can't find good help? Well, look no further. Quicklink Construction is a licensed general construction company that's fully insured for the 5 boroughs and the Westchester. A one-stop construction company that will cater to your needs. Experience is what counts in this business, and we have the experience for more than 35 years. So if you need a paint job, call us. If the roof is talking to you, call us. If your garage won't open, call us. If you need a new paint job, call us. If you try to do the work yourself and your wife won't talk to you, call us. 914-665-0106. Quicklink Construction. No job too big, no job too small. Just call us. 914-665-0106. 914-665-0106. We have the experience. Quicklink Construction.
Lovebird Records presents the newly released tribute album from Keith Cole entitled Rock With Me.
Rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby. Rock.
It's 13 tracks including the astute cover of Delroy Wilson's Who Cares?
Who cares? Who is right or wrong? Right.
Keith Cole also sings homage to Jabi Bunny Wailer.
How does it feel to have been on the ballroom floor?
This newly released 13-track tribute album is readily available in record stores and on all digital platforms. It's the brand new album Rock With Me from Keith Cole. Pick up a copy today and help play tribute to these icons in reggae music.
Rock with me, baby. Rock with me, baby. Yeah. Rock with me, baby.
Honey, you know, I just get a call from Mama again. She told me she haven't received the barrels yet. Which shipping company do you use to send it off?
Last year, no. I want to do now.
You say, honey, you know you drink too much. I bet definitely your mother you'd use the right company.
Simpson Shipping Enterprise. Weekly sailing to all destinations. In Jamaica, they go to Kingston and Montego Bay. Also ship to Europe and South America, East Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. We offer door-to-door service to Jamaica, Guyana, and England. Simpson Shipping Enterprise, 17 Mount Vernon Avenue, New York. Telephone 914-663-9216 or 914-663-9218.
Yeah, go on like a mama. You feel me, mama? I remember telling something. You used to Simpson Shipping?
Then go Jamaica, Kingston, and Montego Bay, all over the Caribbean Island.
CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Dine-in or takeout available. Call us 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. We're open Monday to Thursday, 8 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. Sundays, 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. On Fridays and Saturdays, our seafood weekend starts from 11 o'clock. Check out our extensive breakfast and lunch menu. For breakfast, we have ackee and saltfish, corned beef and cabbage, callaloo and saltfish, corned beef and macaroni, liver or kidney, curry chicken back, brown stew chicken back, cook up saltfish, salt mackerel. Also check out our lunch specials: oxtail, cow foot, stew pork, tripe and beans, stew peas, jerk pork, jerk chicken, fried chicken, stew chicken, barbecue ribs, curry chicken, curry goats, pepper steak, escovitch fish, brown stew fish, and roast fish, jerk pork with bread, jerk chicken with bread. Plus, we have catering services available. radio. Call us 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. We also have delivery services with Uber and DoorDash. Check us out on Instagram at CB_Jerk Center. Call us 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York.
For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love 'em.
When you are hungry, come to Kulu Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nereid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Kulu Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Don't miss How Excellent, Judith Gale's birthday celebration and 8th album launch gala presentation, Saturday, December 9, featuring MC Liz Black, performances from Judith Gale and guests Dr. KJ, J-Bells, DJ Nicholas, a fashion show, 5-course meal, lots of giveaways and a prize for the best dressed male and female. What a celebration! Saturday, December 9 at Astoria World Manor. Cocktails at 6 p.m. Showtime at 7 p.m. Contribution $110. Part proceeds in aid of the Judith Gale Ministries Foundation Limited, Jamaica. Visit eventbrite.com for tickets or call for more information. 516-789-7376 or 929-353-3961 or 347-645-3477. How Excellent with Judith Gale and Friends is sponsored by KGT Designs and Rentals, One of a Kind Realty, Tinkerbell's Luxurious Makeover, and CGA Immigration. How Excellent! Judith Gale's birthday celebration and 8th album launch gala event, Saturday, December 9 at Astoria World Manor. God must get the glory. See you there.
Well, I say, it's Monday. Monday. Check. It is Monday. Another great day for us to be together forever. How was your weekend, everyone? I had a good weekend. I was out on Friday at the Bronx Neighborhood Housing Services. Yep. They had their award and fundraiser on Friday evening. So that was nice. I had a good time. I made sure I made myself looking all spiffy and, thing. Yeah. Yep. It was a great event. Good evening, everyone. I am Lady D, Denise Gomez, your producer and presenter of Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. I'm broadcasting this evening on Linkage Radio 101.7, 104.5 FM, Linkage Radio on the TuneIn app, Linkage Radio on Fastcast, the number 4, capital.U.com, fastcast4u.com, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, www.caribbeanvibesradio.com, Fit 96.7 FM, fitfmja.com, your life, your music. And Fit FM, by the way, they're broadcasting in Western and Central Jamaica, St. Anne, Brownstown, St. James, St. Elizabeth, Hanover, and Westmoreland. Yep. How are you doing, everyone, in Jamaica? Yard. And, of course, Inside the Zone YouTube channel. That's my channel. I have a channel. Ha! Show. Did you know that Inside the Zone is a culture-centric radio program that connects the Jamaican diaspora and international audiences globally? The show's content captures its people's social, cultural, and collective views on issues that affect their communities. Family, health, finance, education, immigration, housing, wealth management, real estate, life and health insurance, and food insecurity. Catch me on a Monday like today, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on this station. What's the name of the station? Linkage Radio. We're broadcasting out of Mount Vernon, New York. Welcome, everyone. Are you ready for the Monday drive? I aim to keep you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. So if you're walking around doing something, driving, listening to me, it's nice weather, wouldn't you say? Last evening got a little cool, didn't it? It was nice yesterday evening. And if you must know, the show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. I'd like you to call them and place your order. Say, hey, it's Monday. I did not leave any leftovers, so I have to get dinner. I have to get dinner this evening from Cooler Runnings. Go over, man. Say, hey, serve. Lady D, send me. Give them a call, 718-324-7484. I want you to support my sponsors. Come on now. As you know, it's Monday. Yes, and it's my Jazz Music Monday today. Jazz in my bones. It's Jazz Music Monday. Coming up. The Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here with great music, with some jazz. And in immigration, community, citizenship, and oh Lord, get it together, Lady D. In community and immigration updates with Lady Trudy Ann. So today, Trudy will be featuring Violence Against Women Act, VAWA. You don't want to miss that. And in today's special feature, it's my fourth Monday, so I'm back with Member When, MEMBA. Member When buses and trucks took trips of people to see family and friends off at the airport. You jump up in the back of the truck, or you hire a bus when Polly was going to England and Sue going to Canada. And perhaps you were around the days when the airport was called Palisados. Did you travel overseas coming to foreign during the Palisados days? Or when you changed over to Norman Manley International Airport? Which of them? 5:24 p.m. 914-297-8911. At 6 o'clock, I bring you, keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. At 6:30, Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. Award-winning Jamaican-born author turned filmmaker Andre Porter. Andre aims to bring our stories to Hollywood. Yep. 25 minutes after 5. It promises to be a great, great evening because you're joining with me here. You're joining me. I'm not alone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. You're just joining me and you're perhaps saying, who is that on the radio? My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. That's my name. Did I tell you that I'm the Jamaican with the Spanish last name, Gomez? Yep. And I started using my full name because there are several Lady D's around. I know. And so I had to say, hey, I am Denise, Lady D. Gomez. Good evening, everyone. Are you ready for some jazz? It's my nice jazz evening, and I just set it, all my songs just for you. So you ready? Are ready? Me ready? Yep. Good evening to my YouTubers. Roll call in a minute. Palisados.
inside the zone.
Jazz Music Monday. Welcome to the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. My name is Lady D. Denise Gomez. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm feeling it in my bones this evening. .5:35 p.m. Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. Fit FM 96.7. FitFMJA.com. CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Linkage Radio, your budding and buzzing station 24/7, 365 days for the year. Coming up next, community and immigration updates. The Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here with great music. Jazz Music Monday. Man, I went into the grip and I pulled out. I tell you, I'd like to say hi to my YouTubers, starting off firstly with Vero. Good evening, Vero and Pat, and King Ryan is here. Who else is here? Evol is here. Evol says, those memories make me as old as dirt. Pat says, I did travel Palisadoes Airport. Okay, there you go. Good evening, Sharns. So nice to see you. Let's get some information going here with Lady Trudy Ann. What are we talking about this evening? VAWA, Violence Against Women Act. You need to know these things. It's important, and Trudy knows how to do it right.
Hi, Lady D. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, listeners. Welcome to the Caribbean and Immigration Update segment every Monday here at 5:30. Today, this is yours truly, Lady Trudy Ann. As always, hello to the people in Jamaica, the listeners, and those around wherever you're listening from. So today we want to talk about something called a VAWA, which is a Violence Against Women's Act. Don't let the women's part mislead you. It's also from men. So if you are in an abusive situation and you're married to an American citizen and the person is abusing you, many people have stayed in abusive situations because they think that's the only way to get a green card. However, if you're being abused by an American citizen and you're married to said person, then you may be eligible to apply for the VAWA on your own, so to apply for the green card on your own. So women, if you're in an abusive situation, please, with your children, please do not stay in that relationship just to get your green card. File a report with the police station. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people around you what's going on. Write down all that's going on. Document everything that he has said to you. And abuse is not just physical. There are many people who think, oh, he's not hitting me or she's not hitting me, so I'm not being abused. Abuse is also verbal, psychological, emotional, mental, spiritual. Saying certain things like, oh, I'm gonna call CPS on you, Child Protective Services, and they're going to take away the children because you're here illegally, or telling you, oh, I'm going to call ICE on you, or telling you that you have to co-sign a loan, co-sign for a car, co-sign for a house, in order to give them, in order to get your green card. No, you need to be like, oh, co-sign, but I don't have a social. Some of you do have a social security number, and you may be able to co-sign for a loan, or if you have an ITIN, you can even open bank accounts with your ITIN, so you may be able to co-sign loans, but there may be more to that. But even if it's not co-signed, they may tell you, oh, you need to give me this amount of money because I want to buy a car. So you may be working, a little off-the-book job, and you're saving your money, and they know this. So they will tell you certain things to scare you into you giving up your money. So you need to be very mindful of that. I've heard of a woman who she entered into a relationship with an American citizen, and the day before the interview, he said to her, in order for me to go to the interview with you tomorrow, you need to have sex with me and 2 of my friends. Unfortunately, she thought that was the only way for her to get her green card, so she went ahead and had sex with all 3 of them, and it was just very disgusting and very gross and just very sad. So women, please do not sell your body in that way to the person that you're married to. Do not let them guilt trip you or make you live in fear of having to stay in that abusive marriage because you're afraid that you're gonna not get the green card. Or they'll tell you, oh, I'm not going to come with you the day of the interview. That is emotional and psychological abuse. So all the things that I just mentioned, those are emotional and psychological abuse, and not one of those situations did the person hit you, as I mentioned, physical violence. So physical violence is not the only grounds for a VAWA. His family or her family could be telling you, oh, I'm going to call immigration, or if you don't do this for them. And the family can get involved too. So the spouse and his or her family can get involved to threaten you with ICE. So let me let you all know, it is illegal for anyone to say they're going to call ICE on you. Matter of fact, they will also get into trouble. Unfortunately, if you're working for a United States citizen, that is a different situation. That's not a VAWA eligible situation. You'll have to be married to a United States citizen in order to qualify for the being abused under that, in order to qualify for the VAWA. And yes, there has been men who have qualified for the VAWA because the woman, their wife, United citizen wife, has been abusing him. Please, this is not a laughing matter. Oh, how man to get abused? The same way women get abused. If you're going to think about how can a man sit and get abused, then you're saying the same thing about a woman. Abuse has nothing to do with gender. Abuse has everything to do with emotional connection, fear, wanting certain things and using that to hold people, having them in fear of their life, having them in fear of immigration. So all of those are emotional and psychological abuse. And of course, if you're being raped, if you're being sexually abused, if you are fear for your life, even if he doesn't put his hands on you, if he's throwing things in the house, or if he's taking out a gun and showing you the gun, he may not point the gun at you, but he's letting you know that he has that gun. So that's basically trying to keep you in check. So you don't say anything, you're afraid to do anything. And so many of our immigrant people are in these horrid situations and are afraid. And the other sad part of this is other people know about what's going on. And I've heard Caribbeans say, oh, is she want stay in a relationship that man a beat her, or it's none of my business, or serve her right, she want green card or him want green card. And that is really ugly. And we need to stop those kind of horrid behaviors towards other human beings. Somebody can lose their life. Somebody can commit suicide because of this. And it's only when they commit suicide you're going to hear, oh, it's a pity she never tell nobody. She doesn't have to tell anyone. He doesn't have to tell anyone. If you know and see about it, help that person. So if you're in a situation like that, please go report it to the police, file a police report, then you go to the courts and get a restraining order. You can get going to a shelter. There's no shame in going to a shelter. Some of these shelters, these shelters are beautiful places. They look like hotels. They are hotels, actually. Apartments. I've actually gone to a shelter to visit, had a client who was in a shelter, and it was a hotel room. She had a fridge, she had a kitchen. It was like a small apartment. So, don't think shelters are these big, open spaces in a building that you see a lot of migrants laying down in, or homeless people laying down in. Not at all. You will be put into a proper space for you and your children. That's the other thing too. When the children are in.
I do apologize for that. There's something about the timing on this software, so I apologize. Let me see if I can take you right to the end of this.
Not put a man before your child. I don't care how much money he has. I don't care how much you love him. If he's abusing your child or your children, it is time to get up and go. So with that, thank you, listeners. Once again, this is Lady Trudy Ann, and you can reach me at 929-312-1161. That's 929-312-1161. I'm also on Instagram, Suades International, and also on internet, suades.org. All right, so you can reach out to Lady Denise or to myself if you have any questions. And as always, walk good, one love, mind Makajukya.
That's Trudy and for you. Well, you got some very insightful information, didn't you? I've told people if you're getting help and the demands start to be a little greater than you anticipated, you need to cut. Need I say more? 5:45 p.m. It's Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. It's the Monday Drive today, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And I don't know where you are resting your head at nights, but I'd like to welcome you to the show because alrighty, so I want to say good evening to everybody, and just to let you know that I'll be here until 7 p.m. this evening. Now, coming up right now is my segment that I call Member When. Buses and trucks took trips of people to see family and friends off at the airport, and Pat posted her note, and she said, I did travel Palisades Airport. And then Eval says, Where's your comment now, Eval? Eval said that it make him feel like a Ola's dirt. Lordy, Palisados. Yes, sir. I don't know. But anyhow, good evening to you. So I'd just like to kick it off by saying good evening to you wherever you are. And, you know that. Alrighty, so let me take it back, because, you know, this has been a staple song of mine.
It's a land of special people, a place where champions grow, a magical vibe, so much more than you will never know. You can't ignore the music, reggae so profound, and when it comes to the track, you know that Jamaica won't back down. On top of the world, we're more than just an island in the sun, a great nation. Bob Marley said, welcome everyone to Jamaica.
Welcome to Yard.
Sweet Jamaica.
Welcome to Yard.
Experience.
Welcome to Yard. Yeah. I gave you 3 voices right there. You notice?
Sweet Jamaica.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So, member when. Now, as a child, I tell you, I journeyed from Kingston to Clarendon. That's where they shipped me off to. And I recall seeing people who were going to England, America, Canada, those prominently 3 countries. And one, they would dress down to a T, suit. The men in their felt hats, the women dress no tomorrow, dress. But in addition to them dressing up, like weeks before, you know, people start walk around. So those who were going to be migrating, and we're not talking no little trip for 2 weeks and come back. We were not doing all of that. We're talking people who are going to go, as we say, for good until we see you again. And so you would see people walking around the community, those who were going to leave. And I said, boy, may I go leave, you know, may I leave so and so. And me just come for say goodbye, right? And everybody, I wish you well. And especially if you were a child, they might tell you if listen to you whoever you're going to stay with, especially if they were leaving their parents or so. And they must take lawn in. They should learn their lesson, right? Take up book and all of that. And you know, people walk around, say their goodbyes and all of that. And then now, trip plan, and it's either a truck, right? Or it was some bus that they transported the people who wanted to go with you and to wave you goodbye on the waving gallery. Remember the days of the waving gallery? And so as picnic, you go. I remember my neighbor Sophia, her mother had filed for her. So she had an uncle and he had a fleet of some of the more modern little minivans. And it was called Lascelles Tours. So he had about maybe 4 or 6 of those. And so everybody in them own a little transport man, and we dress up and we go on a town to wave off to Sophie. So when we all go up on the waving gallery, you know, we wait, and we see everybody come out. At that time now, you sit down there, you know, wish, say you are going to the plane. I don't know who never wish, but Denise used to wish. And you sit down there and a wish, man, say you are going to wave too. And you picture yourself all going to the airplane too, you know. Yeah, man. And then we saw Sophia come out and she wave, and time the Sophie dress up in her suit. Her mother did, you know, send her clothes and thing. And she dress up. I don't even know how many people, those of you who it wasn't the Palisados experience or the 1961 Norman Manley, so I'll give you a little back info on that. But how many of you really remember when you are come to foreign in those days? Because, you know, now you can hop and skip at any time you want to, and perhaps you were paying pound. It was maybe for you the pound, shilling, and pence days. I don't know how much pound you did spend. That kind of thing. Would you like to share? Eddie, you were traveling in Palisados days to come to foreign. I'd like to hear from you. So call me now. Tell me what you think. And I don't know. But I remember those days seeing people, you know, getting ready, prepared to say goodbye to someone in their community. And it was a joy for them to do. It was no big deal. Everybody just wanted to go and see you off and that you'd be successful when you reach over. So pretty much that's what they're saying. Good evening. Welcome to Member When.
Good evening. How are you?
Oh, so you pick up my hello. Greetings, Ed. What's up?
Those days were better. The day when they abolished the waving gallery, that was a bad job they did.
Why? We had to come up.
It was a nice place when you have your relatives going away and you stand up there and look at them, wave at them, and you have your rum and your snacks right there. No waving gallery. To me, that's very bad.
You think? But I guess we had to come up to international standards here, Eddie. So yes, we don't have that now, but I understand. When you came, did a truckload of people come with you or bus load?
No, I'm come by night. Me hide. Me run with partner money.
Oh,
anybody run with partner money? No.
You know what, Eddie? Lord Jesus.
I have some people again, they can't do it later because about 10 baby mother may have a problem out there.
Oh.
A lot of people come by night. Okay.
Thank you for your input, sir.
Okay.
No problem. Oh dear, you see where Eddie took me though. Oh Lord.
We're more than just.
Who wants to share a quick story with me? 914-297-8911.
Welcome everyone to Jamaica.
No man, but seriously, I remember it was a big to-do in Penance. And then when you see the men, you know, now we know Jamaica hot. Sometimes they were in them suit with all vests and tie, plus the hat. And everybody in the hot bus. I'm telling you. And can you imagine if it were in the truck? So I never had the truck experience, but I had the Lascelles tour experience, right? And even they used to use Mass Walking sometime. Mass Walking had one of them little, what they call them, little GMC van. Who wants to talk to me? Good evening. You remember when?
Good afternoon, Lady D. Yeah, but I don't have many instances with the Palisade. I don't even have a lot with the Norman Manley too.
So
but
what
I
you
remember
have?
I was telling my daughter exactly what you said. She is going to her stepmother, and I said, behave now. Don't go over there and let your stepmother said yes because of me your dad married.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Because you know, won't send no bad brook pick me go over there.
No. But then she did her best and sent for me. So I didn't have. I know people were going, but I don't think I made many trips to the airport. I went with her. But the police said, no, I don't think I've gone. I think maybe with my sister. I don't remember. But it is a long time she left, my elder sister.
Oh, okay.
But I went to the Norman Manley, and not many times either, because I'm considering I went with Debbie, my daughter. But I don't, most time I work, so I don't.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, and they wave back.
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gloria.
You're welcome.
All right. 914-297-8911. Member when? I don't know. Some people don't say member, and they hardly can say anything else. But I remember those days. And here, Sharons is saying that now that airplanes no longer remain on the tarmac, there's nothing to see from a gallery. That's right. Again, we came up to standard, right? So you're not doing that no more. People have to just, when they drop you off, can barely say howdy, welcome, goodbye. Because even yesterday when I went out to the airport, I mean, you can hardly park. Somebody about to drive off before you drive off. Out there, it's just a mess. But I'm just saying that there was a time, right? And now that we are where we are, hello, things that happen. Would you like to share your story? 914-297-8911. And while you're thinking about what you would like to share with me, let me hop on over to Marie. Hey, Marie. Marie says, good afternoon, all. Lady D, I have photographs of when my brother left. Excursion it was. Weeping it was. We waved until the airplane left. OMG. Thanks for the memories. That's true. People would bawl. There is a friend of mine. Love him dearly. I don't know if she had gone to the airport, but looks, she cried because they were dating, young people, and his mother had filed for him. And so, but of course, when him come over here and got acclimated and everything like that, he met, another girl. So she leave out of Jamaica there, and he had gotten married, and they're still married today. But she got married years later as well. So sometimes, you leave the little butterfly love thing gone. And you can write as many letters as you can, but after a while it'll go fade out if you don't hold the relationship as a solid one and, want to be together kind of thing. So it affects just about everything. But yes, Marie, you're right. Andrea says, I like the waving gallery when I came here, but when I returned, I'm looking for what, Andrea? Let me pull this up properly so I can see. She says she's looking for my host and other things change. I couldn't see a soul. No, mine. Hush. So yes, remember when. And I'd just like also to share a bit of information for you. Opening of the Palisades Airport, July 1961. The Palisades Airport was considered the biggest single government project to be completed in Jamaica in 1961. A feature of this terminal building was that it was constructed by a local firm, headed by contractor A.D. Scott. Built at a cost of roughly £750,000 and described as a symbol of Jamaica's faith in her own future, the airport was officially opened by Chief Minister Norman Manley on July 27, 1961. Over 3,000 visitors representing Jamaica's leading personalities, as well as the general public, made themselves comfortable on the tarmac area for its opening. Manley, in his opening remarks, pointed out the significance of the airport as heralding an improved tourist traffic that would pass through Kingston and filter down through the Eastern Caribbean. And so there are some beautiful black and white shots that they pulled out of the archive. But yes, and when you see the airport today, sometimes you're trying to remember what the original design looked like. That's how transformation affects, modernization and all that. Because you said to yourself, oh, I don't even remember how the airport did look. Not to mention Sangster International Airport. So, again, things are happening. And when you can reflect on your past and you see what's in the future, you have to say, man, we're growing. I just thought I'd take you back a little bit to remember when. I don't know who had traveled in the truck back, but I remember seeing several people passing my gate in the truck, and the truck a shake up. So you say everybody a shake up. Hey. So that's a wrap. for Member When this afternoon. I tell you, you remember? Me remember buses and trucks took trips of people to see family and friends off to the airport. Man, things don't go on for you,
Place where champions grow, a magical vibe, so much more than you will.
Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts coming up. At 6:30, Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. Award-winning Jamaican-born author turned filmmaker Andre Porter aims to bring our stories to Hollywood.
In the sun, a great nation, Bob Marley said, welcome everyone to Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Come experience the culture, we do it like no other. Jamaica, sweet Jamaica, come seek the island's treasure. Welcome to Jamaica.
I tell you, good evening, everybody. That's a wrap for Member When this evening. Member When is aired on fourth Mondays here on the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Good evening, everyone. My name is Denise. What's your name? What's your name? Would you like to tell me your name? I know of several of you, but there are those of you who are perhaps sneaking a peek, and I have never spoken to you before. I hope we'll be able to do so someday soon. As a matter of fact, it's now time for me to just say happy anniversary to Sherns. Sherns and Ralph, they're celebrating 40 years, I believe? My goodness, 40 years. Happy anniversary, Sherns. I know I loved the track you sent us in our group, and I wish you and Ralph so much more. Happy anniversary, my love. And I loved how you look on your wedding day. Hello. You haven't changed much, though. Your features, you haven't changed much. And neither has Ralph. So I wish you fabulous. Hey, Sheila. Thank you. Good evening. So happy anniversary to my girl Sharns. This past Saturday, we hosted our weekly Saturday morning runnings. And man, we were getting into some church worries. Hello. It was good. You all don't know what you're missing on a Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So you need to join me. It's now time for keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts. Good evening, everyone. It's brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Minutes after 6 o'clock, welcome to Keeping You in the Know. My name is Lady D, Denise Gomez. We start off with news out of Jamaica. Several residents of Raytown in East Kingston took to the streets Sunday morning in a fiery protest over the fatal shooting by the police of 3 teenagers from the community in an alleged shootout. The police reported that they received reports of a group of young men carrying out a series of robberies in the area around Raytown on Saturday night into Sunday morning. The men reportedly stole cellular phones, cash, and other items in at least 4 incidents. Using the tracking device on one of the stolen phones, a police team was dispatched to premises on Paradise Street in the area. Jamaica Observer sources say that at about 4:15 a.m., the police arrived at the premises and were greeted with gunfire. The police returned fire, and when the shooting ended, 3 men were found with gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where they were pronounced dead. According to the police, a Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 12 rounds and an Arcus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds were seized following the incident. It is further reported that some of the victims of the robberies were able to identify the dead men as among those who had stolen from them, and a number of the stolen items were identified. The dead men have since been identified as Carlo Faulkner, otherwise called CJ, from Paradise Street, Andre Max Turner from John Street, and Shahid Morgan, better known as Tinado, also from John Street. But residents who identified the three as fishermen challenged the police version of events as they demanded justice in a protest staged close to the entrance of Raytown Fishing Beach. And I quote, "Three little innocent boys them kill them, then don't even reach 20 yet," said one of the protesting residents, who gave her name only as Cindy. She joined other residents in questioning police claims that the men were armed and questioned when she alleged what she alleged was the absence of any spent shells on the scene. "If uno even find gun, carry them in, no? Missy uno carry bad man who have big gun. Why uno couldn't carry in the three little picnic them? Uno kill them and draw them, throw them in a jeep and carry them away. Not a shootout. A them go knock up the little picnic them out of them bed and them say, 'Police!' and them open the door and right away them kill the innocent youths," added Cindy as she called for justice. Late Sunday afternoon, Assistant Commissioner of the Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, Hamish Campbell, told the Observer that his team had launched its mandatory probe into the incident. "At the moment, we have the information from the police, of course, and the investigation is still very much in its early hours," said Campbell, as he reiterated much of what had already been reported to the Observer. The three young men, they were all 19 years old, and they were all identified as fishermen from Raytown community. So, as I say, it's very early hours, and we are still trying to assess the situation and get the full facts. But Indicom attending the scene have taken photographs of the scene, recovered the weapons from the police officers and the weapons allegedly found on the gunmen, and inquiries are continuing. 4 police officers attended the scene. 3 of the police officers fired their weapons. The 4th officer did not fire, added Campbell. Out of Westmoreland, Jamaica, 2 brothers were shot, one fatally along the Ricketts River Main Road in Frome, Westmoreland on Sunday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 64-year-old Cleveland Hamilton, otherwise called Baya, of Ontario, Canada, who had been visiting the community. Reports are that at about 3:55 p.m., both brothers were standing along the roadway when a white motorcycle with 2 men aboard, traveling from the Georges Plain direction, drove up and stopped. The pillion disembarked the motorcycle, brandished a firearm, and opened gunfire, hitting both men. Hamilton ran across the road in a bid to escape and was chased by the gunman, who continued firing at him. The now deceased then fell to the ground. The men then proceeded to rob Hamilton of an undetermined sum of money and gold chain before fleeing on their motorcycle towards Georges Plain direction. The other brother was transported to the hospital by relatives, where he was admitted in a serious condition, whilst Hamilton was pronounced dead on arrival. Investigations are ongoing. It is alleged that a man of unsound mind tried to leave the compound of Stewart's Automotive Group on South Camp Road in Kingston with a Mercedes-Benz GLE 53 AMG on Saturday night. In the incident, which happened about 9 p.m., the man damaged 2 gates and the vehicle that is valued approximately 35 million Jamaican dollars. The man was arrested. One eyewitness said he does not believe the man was a robber and he appeared to be mentally ill. Stewart's Automotive Group's subsidiary Silver Star Motors is the Mercedes-Benz dealer in Jamaica. It is 11 minutes after 6 o'clock. With the health ministry reporting that some 260 patients were waiting on beds across 18 public health facilities last Friday, Assistant Regional Director for Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA, Dr. Susan Wright, has reported that people are now waiting for up to 3 days for beds on wards. And I quote, "With some persons not being able to be admitted, they have to be holding them in the A&E, Accident and Emergency Department, awaiting bed space. One of the greatest things that we have impressed upon the staff is to communicate with our patients so they get that sense of empathy and care," end quote, Dr. Wright told the Jamaica Observer. She continued, however, the staff still monitor them and attend to them as if they are on the ward. Added Dr. Wright as she underscored that more severe cases would be given priority. She noted that people abandoned at hospitals are also contributing to the shortage of beds. According to Dr. Wright, this puts a strain on hospital resources as it takes a while for social workers to track down the relatives of the social cases. In the meantime, hospitals in the western end of the island are reporting that social cases continue to contribute to their lack of bed spaces. Senior Medical Officer at Noel Holmes Hospital in Hanover, Dr. Patrice Monthrope, told the Observer that COVID-19 is no longer a major concern and the hospital is coping with dengue cases. Quote, "We have 3 adults suspected with dengue and 2 pediatric cases, so that is just 5, which is not bad," end quote, said Dr. Monthrope. The 60-bed capacity hospital currently has 90% occupancy. However, its pediatric ward, which was built to accommodate 3 children, currently has 15. And in our news here in the United States, it's 13 minutes after 6 o'clock, 914-297-8911. That's 914-297-8911. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lady D, Denise Gomez. A man accused of fatally shooting a 15-year-old last year was beaten by members of the teen's family during a courtroom melee in San Antonio, authorities said. Victor Rivas, 18, who is charged with murder in May 2022, death of Ethan Soto, was in a Bexar County courtroom Friday awaiting a preliminary hearing when he was attacked. Rivas's attorney, Adam LaHood, said his client was going to be bruised and swollen but was not otherwise injured. 4 people, 2 men and 2 juveniles, were arrested and will be charged with assault and disrupting court proceedings, the Baxter County Sheriff's Office said. Last week in Houston, a brawl broke out during a Harris County court hearing when family members of a murdered 16-year-old girl tried to attack her ex-boyfriend after he'd pleaded guilty to shooting her. As deputies responded to the commotion in Houston courtroom on October 17, an inmate who was left unattended in a holding area managed to walk out of the courthouse. The Harris County Sheriff's Office said Thursday that the inmate has been recaptured. And that's our headlines for this evening, 6:15 p.m., 914-297-8911. If you'd like to discuss the headlines, you may do so by calling me, 914-297-8911. Good evening, everyone. My name is Lady D, Denise Gomez. I got some more music. It's Jazz Music Thursday at 6:30. Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. I'll be talking, chatting up a storm with Andre Porter. Good evening. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know.
Good evening, Lady D.
My dear heart, how are you?
I never hear about this one. The man from Canada, Tixi Adira. Evening in stand up or a morning in Singapore. 3 o'clock, you say?
They said it was 3:55 p.m.
3 something to 4. When it's
5
in the
to 4.
evening or in the morning? PM hour. Me
In the afternoon. In the afternoon.
Afternoon, PM. It's not AM. Almighty God.
Yes. So we're not sure what is behind that.
Jesus Christ, the man just come from Canada and take off him chain and him take on big clothes for my money.
Yes. Oh,
all right down to Georgia way, Westmoreland. No, don't look at dirty frozy boy there. That's all they good for. Just spot out the man and say the man have anything answer that much of foreigner, you know. Yes.
Which is why. And that is why they tend to, they tell us when we're going down not to look too flashy. Granted, you know that they can spot you. They can spot you. I know, so you're a foreigner, you know. You don't have to even be in old clothes. They can, you look different. So people can see you.
Because of one down a parade, you know, lady day. You have to be true. Because of one down a parade.
Oh.
Foreigner, I wouldn't tell you what.
No, you can't tell me.
Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
When you come, foreigner, I say, me a Jamaican. Come but you, foreigner. Listen me, man.
So you got red on him there.
I tell you.
Yes,
tell you. They smell you. They see your complexion.
Yes, they can tell.
They go.
They can tell.
That's right. Me, seeing I used to it, and I don't want nothing from my hand, nor my foot, nor no way. No way. Some people used to have how much chain around their neck, and I know what man say go down. They have whole heap of chain around their neck, I'm thinking, me? Same as me there. One little short and one little blouse. Me say, wait, I'm not foreign she did this. No, we did that Kingston. Same way.
Yes, ma'am. But yes, it's very sad what has happened to him. Oh,
to him, how much a year?
67. He's 67.
64.
He's 64.
Oh,
64.
They call it family back at Canada, they know when they hear this.
Yes. Looking forward to him coming back home and
coming back home and go bury. And the dirty boy them can with the man something. All right, rob me and go on. Leave me. Rob me and go ahead. Take the money. Give me some money and you want the chain. Take your along, man. Leave me alive. But no, you pull up gun, you see him and blanish gun pan him. But just see them. But with the three picnic, they say they killed at Kingston. Lord Jesus Christ, man, here and this is my fisherman.
I don't know.
Oh God,
Lord! But they say when they trace these things. Again, you and I know sometimes police. They said they found one of the phones and they traced it. Right? You and I know how communities can be protective of their people, whether them know them good or bad. So the police may have other intelligence that the residents would like to shut down, right? But
sometimes the police them put gun on them too. Then they have gun and shoot out.
So they're holding up their little cardboard. We want justice, and the usual. So 3 children just gone like that.
Gone that.
Yes. Well, my heart ends. It's 20 minutes after 6 o'clock, and I'm expecting my guest in a few. So I appreciate you calling in, my dear heart. Keep listening, okay?
Yes, yeah.
Talk again on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay. Blessings. Your watches and your clocks. 25 minutes after 6 o'clock. Hey, Fit FM 96.7. How to do, how to do. CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. To my audience here at Linkage Radio. Hey. YouTubers, what's going on? I see you all laughing. I can't even repeat some of the things. Just like enjoy jazz music Monday today. I tell you, I'm feeling so good. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. 914-297-8911. 914-297-8911. Anybody heading out to Palisados this evening? Call me. Anybody have their grip? Call me. I tell you, speaking about grip, the Church of God of Prophecy in the United Kingdom, they celebrated their 70th year this year. It started on, when was that now? Maybe Thursday, somewhere there. And I tell you, one, the choir was off the chain. Two, the whole convocation itself was so good. But you see, on Saturday, they did the most creative reflection of the 30 years. And they staged the cabinet. They had a nice cabinet on their platform. They had a couch. They had some old-time cushions. You remember the cushions that look like when you do what they would call it, antimacassar or something like that? So they had some of those. And then they had ginger beer. They had syrup. They had all kind of set pieces that they used to build the story. And the narrator, he was amazing. They took you from when the church started in England and the location that it started. Oh my goodness. Then you had two women who were seated in... Good evening. How are you?
Hi, good evening. I'm good. How are you?
Andre Porter, hold your thought. Don't say anything more, okay? Just stay on the line. And then I'm telling you, the women were a bit mischievous. So they took you back to the days when, like we were discussing on Saturday morning runnings this past Saturday, how, if a young person did something in the church and they just needed to be counseled, but because of course we didn't know anything about counseling, it was just a harsh form of rebuke back in the day. But they shared some of that, and how you couldn't come up into the pulpit without a tie, or you couldn't be in your hat. But how they did it, it was just so refreshing to hear. So that Saturday, my day was busy, but I tell you, yes, Jackie, you watched it, and Shernet watched it too, because I sent it to them. But it was so funny. And he did such a good job. So congratulations to the Church of God of Prophecy in the UK. They brought their game. And yesterday they wrapped up, and the choir, some of the songs they did, I know them. But Lord, they can sing and they can harmonize, and it was just so good. So it's great. But guess who is on the line with me this evening? Andre Porter. Welcome, Andre. How are you? It's not our first time.
Hi, good evening. I want to say a special good evening, good morning, good night, good afternoon to the audience listening, no matter where you are. Thank you for having me again.
Yes.
How are you?
I am good, bumps and bruises here and there, but I look like I'm smiling and I'm good. So might as well.
You're beautiful.
Well, thank you, sir. So I can't let the stress take away that, right? I have to maintain. So how you do? You good?
Yes, I'm good. God is good, Can't complain. If we complain, I'll be ungrateful.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to have in the segment Voices this evening award-winning Jamaican-born author turned filmmaker Andre Porter. He aims to bring our stories to Hollywood. Andre, it's a pleasure. And you know something, Andre? We go way back. And I've seen you do all kinds of stuff. I've seen you most verbose. I've seen you passive, and I've seen your creativity. So I'd like to commend you. You're one of those complex human beings, but we love you anyway.
Appreciate that.
Right. So welcome. Is there anyone you'd like to say hi to?
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to say hi to, first and foremost, everyone listening. Miss Lauren Jones over there in Canada, the entire cast and production team, Miss Patricia Jones, everybody who's shown love, and is about to show love, it's appreciated and valued.
Alrighty. So, I want to get into it because I have a list of questions here, and we must accomplish them all this evening so we can learn a little bit more about you. So I know that you've been luring audience to screens, locally and internationally. People just can't seem to get enough of your movies. How does that feel?
To be honest with you, I don't think I don't think it hit me yet. Every time somebody mentions the movie or gives a review on the movie, it's still like, wow, is this me? But I don't want it to get to my head because then I get complacent and comfortable, and I'm just getting started. There's a lot of work to do.
That's right. And I want you to maintain the humility. So that's fine with me. That's way okay with me. Now, when did you know you wanted to be a filmmaker? Because I know you advocate for a lot of stuff, but then you just flip me over. And I'm like, what?
Well, after publishing my first book, The Rise and Fall of a Jamaican Don, it's on the cover itself, my vision of a movie. You know, I had no idea that I would be directing a film or anything like that. But unfortunately, the day when my mom died, and big up to Yassabir, a.k.a. Black Jesus, I was on the phone speaking with him, you know, when my mom died, and he was trying to console me for like 3 hours. Then he was like, Dre, go right. And I'm like, bro, like, I heard him go right. What? He's like, bro, you the best with a pen, go right. Make a long story short, 10 minutes later, I called him back like, bro, I'm writing a movie and you're going to be the star of it. And right now we're doing an interview about Mile Uprising.
I tell you, just like that, So out of pain, out of a moment of pain and anguish, you know, something was birthed. Which would be touching people's lives. So I know you're based in Philly. I mean, you're so proud of your Philadelphia. What is the support like? What is the support like over there?
It's good, you know. It's good. I wouldn't even say good. It's very good. All of the local business owners, thanks to them for opening up their doors, for allowing me to use their restaurants and their offices and their homes and everything that they could do for me. So, you know, I can't sit down and say 5 people don't support when the support of 2 people represents 20,000 people. So the support is very good.
Right. So share a little bit about the movie for us. You don't have to give us a whole lot, but we kind of want to know.
Well, Mile Uprising is just based on a private organization aiming to reclaim what's ours as Caribbean nationals. You know, we have people like Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Dr. Chetty Jegan from Guyana, you know, unmentioned to Mr. Forbes Burnham at the same time.
Right.
A lot of heroes and unsung heroes, you know, and I just wanted to put a film together to represent what we can do if we put our differences, our cultural differences aside, and unite our resources and strengths to break different barriers.
And I mean, it is well received, right?
Yes, most definitely. I've been getting a lot of good reviews about it. You know, a lot of people, the distribution channel that we got is almost unheard of, especially for a first-time filmmaker. I just found out this morning that the movie is actually being streamed on like 82 different networks that we haven't even, networks we haven't even heard of in places I've never even been to.
That's great, Andre. That's so good. That's so good. I'm so proud of you. But I know it takes a lot of work. How challenging is it to produce a film? Because, you know, you're talking about so many moving parts, including human resource.
Well, like you said, you know, it was birthed from pain, so it's not something that I sit down and plan on, but I'm just the type of person where if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to get it done. But I'll just share one little story and set with you to show you, you know, how determined I am to get it done. So we were going down to the Philadelphia waterfront to do a scene, right? And when I got there, I saw this big, beautiful boat and, you know, the crew members on the boat washing it down and cleaning it up. So I'm saying to the cast members, like, hey, it would look better if we on the boat filming the scene. They're like, Porter, leave the people alone. You know, I was like, listen, go back around the corner, hide the camera and everything. Give me 5 minutes. 3 minutes later, I was coming back with all the people that was on the boat to help my crew bring the camera equipment on the boat to film the scene on the boat.
Just like that. Oh, you use your charm, Andre. Sure.
It's the charm and confidence. You see how Marcus Garvey I don't know if a lot of people know this, but when Marcus Garvey began, like, he was shy at public speaking.
Yes.
You know, and it was the passion of the people who ignited him to becoming, you know, one of the most powerful and prolific public speakers up until today.
Right. So you got the boat, you filmed a section of the film there.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that was a plus, right?
Yeah, most definitely. It's just been magic. One lawyer, shout out to Miss Andrea Clark. We went up to her office, and because there were so many lawyers and so many moving parts, we couldn't film the scene in that side.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave us another side that was totally empty.
Oh.
And within 2 hours, we created an office in there. When you watch the movie, you would definitely think that was an office. It was totally empty, people.
Mm-hmm. So you moved in your set in there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Kitchen, set up desk and everything, ma'am.
I love it. So tell me now, Hollywood, you've got plans, I see.
Yes, most definitely. Well, in everything that we're doing, there's a bitter and a little sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've spoken about all the sweet, so let's talk about just a little bit of the bitter.
Yeah.
Because in the bitter, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, the cinematographer that I used to do the first film, you know, there was a lot of things happening, and that's why the first film took so long to come out, but it still come out, you know. I started filming Tears from My Pen, which is actually my second book, about to be my second movie. Look at God, huh?
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
Something happened and said I can't get into it now because, you know, I'm taking... I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag, but, you know, we're dealing with that a different way right now.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big man thing, big people thing.
Yes.
So one day, I'm on YouTube, you know, watching something, and I go take a shower. I'm getting ready to leave, and a commercial is playing about the iPhone 15 and its cinema capabilities. Not the fact of having an iPhone 15. Like, I use an Android phone. I'm not materialistic.
Okay, got you.
But what piqued my interest was the cinematic capabilities of the iPhone 15, and that people have been filming movies on their iPhone, their smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, wow. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been studying that, and then I came across something else, which I don't want to let that cat out of the bag either.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I said all of that to say that I've decided to start my very own production company using top-of-the-line cameras, top-of-the-line equipments, because if I'm writing and directing the movies, might as well get behind the cameras so I'm able to get more of what I want.
That's right. Absolutely. So go on. You're making strides, Andre. That's, you know, innovation is the name of the game, you know. And while a lot of people will say, oh, I don't like social media, we know that it has its up and downside, and it's what a person uses it for. So here you would be capitalizing on what the software offers for these things, and I am looking forward. So you go on. I need to be able to hear, you know, that track that they play when they announce your name. I can say, I know him.
No, not just know him, you know, Lady D.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the people who inspire and motivate me. You're one of the people who you don't have to call and say, but I may be on social media and I can just come across your post. And if I was going to post something or say something bad or lose, it's like, oh gosh, remember I said Lady D, I watch Andre. Remember people like Dr. Karen Dunkley is watching. Remember people like Dave Rodney or Anthony Turner or Erwin Clear is watching. So, you know, you have to make sure that you keep straight, because these people, you may not talk to them day to day, but they have expectations of you, and you can't make them shame. Say, boy, them pick up Andre, and Andre are going to let them down, you know?
Yes, thank you for that. That's so true. That's very commendable. And, you know, we must use our social media space, you know, wisely, because we never know what will happen down the road. So I hear you. Now let us talk about. So remind them the name of the movie.
Myal Uprising, MYAL Uprising. And if you have a smart TV, all you have to do is just turn on your TV and just type in the name, and it will pop up.
Yeah, I'm going home to go watch Myal because I saw little, little trailers and snippets and stuff like that. And I was saying, just as I thought, because my friend Jackie says, I thought maybe I should ask for a little role in something that you're going to do next time, if it's even to smile. But Jackie took it a bit further, and she said, Andre, you need to put Lady D and the Saturday Morning Running Screw in a small segment of your next movie. So, see there.
Well, it's done. Consider it done.
Yes, all right then.
Consider
so, Jackie,
I'm getting ready.
We're going big screen. Yeah. Hello. All righty. Great. Now, we have to, when I interview my guests, I need to know where they come from. So, what were your boyhood days like in Jamaica? School, church, activities, what you did? Oh, Lord, that sounds like you did a whole heap of something.
But boyhood days, I was very smart. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing. I was very smart, but I was a bad child.
Oh, okay.
Me get a whole heap of trouble. I was a child who I go home, take out my clothes, go play with my friends, but when I come in the house, I'm studying until midnight.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then when I go to school, I'm giving all trouble in class, but every question the teacher asks, I'm answering while giving trouble. Church, yes, I was very much a part of the church. I'm very religious. I do believe in God. I hate what is happening in society right now. But I don't like to discuss religion and politics. But growing up in Jamaica, after my father migrated to America, I moved from Kingston to Westmoreland, and that was a complete culture shock within itself. You know what I mean? You got a country and go right on donkey and all these things. But yeah, life in Jamaica was beautiful. I wish those were the best days of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the best days of my life, yeah. Not this new Jamaica or this new, yeah.
Okay, so you kind of, me get it. And it's important when you look back now and you're saying, boy, them youth, man, them not coming like when we were growing up. And then when we were growing up, Andre, they thought we were bad. But now, this take us to a whole new level.
Yeah, most definitely. But even when I went back to Jamaica the other day, and I'm planning, getting ready to go home for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I spent Christmas at home. But when I go home, I'm walking in the community barefooted. Mud splash up on me, shirt dirty, not dirty as in ew, but,
right.
Key and stain and all that. Yeah, I'm keeping it real. I go to the river and go catch fish with my friends, go thief people key and,
oh dear, what you say? I wonder if my so-and-so are here. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. So where you went to school?
I first started at Tarrant Primary, then I passed my common entrance to Jamaica College.
Oh, so you're a JC boy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in third form, my father migrated, so then they transferred me to Cornwall College, so I had to leave from Westmoreland to Montego Bay every morning to attend school.
Wow.
And then, after I left Cornwall, I migrated to America.
Mm-hmm.
To finish law school at Rutgers. Unfortunately, I didn't get that job. I didn't get to go in at Rutgers at the same time. I was working. A white man coming at the place one day, no pun intended, no racial. He defecated on the floor, and the manager told me to go clean it up. And I told him, no, that's not my job description.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, well, if I don't do it, he's going to suspend me. So I'm like, I quit.
Oh, dear.
So when I went down and when I went down and started telling my friends, they all started laughing at me and everything till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I swear to God. Till one of them said, Andre, why you not go write a book? And them start laughing. Yeah, man, Andre, go write a book. You go come on Oprah and all of this. And when I went home about 6 o'clock that morning, like I couldn't sleep because just the chanting just in my head. Angie go write a book, Angie go write a book, and I've written 32 of them today.
Yes. And of all of the 32, would you be able to identify at least 3 that you find most intriguing and passionate about?
The Rise and Fall of a Jamaican Don, because that was the first one. It made me a man. But Tears from My Pen is definitely my baby. And Mirror and Reflection is just simply still groundbreaking. So, yeah, those are my top 3.
Okay. Well, you know something.
Sorry. Diary of an Orphan.
Oh, Diary of an Orphan.
How could that was my first ghostwritten book, and it's based on the life of Pandit Ramlal, the only person, God rest his soul, while he was alive.
Yes, I remember
he was
that
the only
one.
person. Yeah, he got the Margot Award from every government of India, and the only other people to get that was Gandhi and Mother Teresa. So yeah, Diary of an Orphan is definitely my biggest book.
Got you. Well, I certainly have. You and I have had our, little off conversations and thing. And here we are. Every time I think of Andre, I smile, but I can't tell you all why I'm smiling.
Don't tell them.
Can't tell them. But, I've known you for some time. You've actually traveled over to Mount Vernon, joined me on the show. We're talking about history and all those things. So I know where your passion and your giftings are. And now that you have found your niche, you're saying, hey, I'm going to lock it in, And you have people in your corner who are supporting you. And I wanted to, share this side of you with my audience. And it's a pleasure. Who is your most famous person?
Danny Glover.
Oh, I hear that. Sure. Okay. And any particular reason?
When we met up at an event in Queens, he gave me a big compliment on my suits and what I've been doing.
Hey, I hear that. Okay, cause we know you can dress. Anybody who know you. No.
I try to put myself together to represent for I like to say I represent for the underdogs, for the ghetto. And I want to show my people that, I have to come from the ghetto and wear your pants under your bottom and jeans and $1,000 sneakers and $1,000 t-shirt to get seen. Go invest in a $300 suit. It makes you look more of a man and commands more respect.
Absolutely, sir. I am on board with you. I thank you, Andre Porter, and we're wrapping up. But whenever a guest appears on The Voices, there is a fun segment that I do with them, strictly spontaneous. So I have I have a listing of 9 points here, 9 things that I'd like you to respond with one word answer only. You think you can be disciplined enough to do that?
Definitely.
Alrighty, let's go. First, Philadelphia.
Love.
Mile Up Rising.
Powerful.
Barefoot.
Jamaica.
Jamaica College.
One college.
I hear that. Okay. Marcus Garvey.
My hero.
I'm just going to slide. Let those 2 slide. Tears from the Pen.
Legacy.
Church.
God.
Danny Glover.
Actor.
Lady D. Denise Gomez.
Love.
Andre Porter.
Emperor.
Sure. Aye. All right, Andre, we did it. Thank you so much, Andre. And we must talk more often, man. Hello?
Yes, most definitely. I have some. Yes, I be a Black Jesus and I were planning to actually drive up to the studio today.
Yeah.
But because of time and scheduling, so we're gonna definitely plan something and pop up on you one day and come sit down and reason with you.
That would be nice. Let me know.
Definitely. But thank you though for your time and energy as always, and thanks to everyone who took the time out to listen to the interview. Make sure you share it and make sure you keep supporting the show, because we need more people like Lady D, with her eloquence to help us reach new audiences and to share good news. Enough bad news. We want people to share good news now.
After all, it's about time. Thank you, Andre. Enjoy your Monday evening, okay?
Likewise, blessings.
Take it easy. Bye-bye. All righty.
Honorable.
That's my Andre Porter for you. Yes, voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. You think we know bright people, smart people, innovative people, creative people, like just wow people. Hello, good evening. How are you?
Hello, good evening. I wanted to ask him what years did he go to JC? Because I myself is a JC old boy.
Oh, Andre, a young bud, believe me.
Oh, he's young.
Mm-hmm. But you would have had to call me earlier. I would not have had a problem, putting him on hold.
I started your show late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of late starting your show.
That's all right, but you're good, MS.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Happy to hear you.
Good, okay.
Take it easy. Thank you for calling. All righty, so as you know, it's 6:54. If you didn't know, check your watch. If it's saying 6:55, wrong. But good evening, everyone. It just turned 6:55 now. But I've had a great evening with you, Jazz Music Monday, doing what I love to do, sharing bits and pieces of information with little laughter in between. So I thank you so much for being a part of the show. And to Fit FM 96.7, I know you're going to enjoy the Monday Drive when you hear it next. Yes, man, I'm taking you places with me. Those of you who are in Trelawney, so hi. And to my Mount Vernon crew, I'd like to say thank you. To the Linkage Radio audience in general, thank you for always being here. And to Caribbean Vibes Radio Network, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. Chris Wilby, thank you. Chris Wilby was going on yesterday, He even played, I think, about 2 snippets of Saturday morning runnings. And there was an interesting conversation he had with a caller who shared her perspective on, some of the hang-ups we have in church. What can I say? We have enough hang-ups, People have hang-ups. But hey, we're all heading to glory. So, what can I say? Want to tell you, thanks, School of Runnings, for sponsoring the show this evening. I appreciate. And if you'd like to donate to the show, you can, you can email me, InsideTheZoneNYC@gmail.com. InsideTheZoneNYC@gmail.com. If you'd like to support, I'd appreciate it. Alrighty. And just to let you know, I'll be back on Thursday, God willing, to do it all over again with Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. I have told you that I was born in Kingston. I went off to Clarendon when I was 7. As I drove out of the city, Kingston, I realized that the lights were becoming less and less visible. And then I was seeing a lot of darkness. And I'm like, where they taking us, me and my sister, where they taking us to? And then we finally got into Penance. And I walked into a house, beautiful house with chandelier and hustle and bustle because it was Christmas time. And I met my grandparents for the first time, my aunties and uncles on my dad's side for the first time, and they just loved us. As I got older and built relationships, I would visit their houses. My friends would come over to my house. I would go over to theirs. But guess what? I developed a walkabout syndrome. Walkabout, yeah? Lord, me over Marlin, me over yes, me over wherever. Can't find me. Then when they find me, say, Denise, you don't know when to go home. A time for you go home. And so they say, go on up, galang up, go up. So may I come go up now. May I come go on up. May I come galang up. I love being here on a Monday and Thursday. Blessings, everyone. Lots of love. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm out of here.
Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler.
For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, Inside the Zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney, me love you.
New York, I introduce the best ice cream factory located in Mount Vernon, 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Call and place your order at 914-699-1349. We also do delivery from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have the most Jamaican flavors: grape nut, pistachio grape nut, rum and raisin, Jamaican rum and raisin, sour milk ice cream, sugar-free ice cream, stout ice cream cake, peach grape nut, and